of someone very sore right now. Just up ahead. So much water. Uncle Poseidon's realm. I'm here.
Zagreus.
I'm back.
Zagreus. It's wonderful to see you, but I need to ask something of you. That you not visit me again here in this place. Both for your safety and for mine.
For what? Because of what would happen if the Olympians found out? So after everything, you're taking Father's side in all of this?
I am. Your father is no fool when it comes to matters such as this. Besides, all that has happened, it's my fault. I was selfish. And now both sides of our family threaten to be torn apart.
Your fault? So let's say you never left Olympus. Then it'd be just like you thought until quite recently, I think. That I'd never existed. Besides, they haven't found out any of this. What makes you so sure they will all of a sudden?
Nyx may be veiling you from them as she veiled me when I fled here myself. But even her own powers aren't infallible. Each time you visit me, you are incurring risk. One small slip, and they shall find me. Discover your deception. Go home, Zagreus. Please.
Go home with me, Mother. You came here under false pretenses. I haven't fought all this way over and over again only to turn back now. I need you in my life. How can you just turn me away like this?
Oh, Zagreus. I cannot return. After all that happened between Hades and me, and everyone, I just cannot fathom the idea. Besides, the risks we're taking would be even greater if Olympus were to find me there with him and you.
Then, you're just going to stay here, alone in the middle of nowhere, in this little garden, forever, after we part ways, just like that.
My son, I know you've made hard choices and sacrifices to be here with me. And I'm forever grateful to have finally met you. This is my home now, yes. While your home is below. Please, if not for your sake, then for mine, do not return. I love you, Zagreus. Goodbye.
Mother, blast.
Goodbye.
She can't do this to me.
I was just resting my eyes. You won't tell anybody, right?
I didn't think you had it in you, boy. So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in Elysium, did you? Perhaps the only soul within this realm more bull-headed than you.
How long have you been waiting to use that line, Father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elysium entirely so we could have this conversation now.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur resides where he resides because of an entirely different arrangement.
He's working for you, isn't he? You think he can stop me?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go, see how you fare against the bull.
All three of Cerberus the Watchdog's terrifying countenances greet the prince.
Circumstances call for more pets.
I'm sorry he disturbed you, Cerberus.
Your Highness, over here. As you may know, lad, I have a connection to the weapons that you use, having once wielded one of them myself. Of course, not knowing its significance back then, but I digress. Sometimes it keeps in touch, and I have a vision from it to impart.
Oh, do you mean a vision from Varatha the Eternal Spear? That's out of the ordinary, and also a bit concerning. So what did you see?
Well, I saw a great, bearded warrior, bigger than me, pitch black hair, bearing an aspect of Varatha unlike any with which I'm familiar. Then he was gone, but what still lingered were these words. I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. I don't understand. What's that supposed to mean?
There's one more thing. This was not my first such vision. Long ago, I saw one of Varatha's other bearers. It was you. Your infernal arms. They must be weapons of the Fates' design. They know already who shall brandish them. Now they ask a favor. Seek Varatha. Speak the words. Go.
I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix.
Am I in trouble for something again, or no?
Let's just have a listen.
You're really staying, Zagreus? I mean, between the generally ill-conceived attempts to reach the surface every so often.
I am. I figured it's the only way I could continue interrupting you while you try to do your job. You work too hard then. Live a little, right?
Well then, I'll see what I can do about that. You'll have to show me what you mean by live a little, though.
I'll hold you to that.
Within the recesses of the administrative chamber lies the elder sigil of the Master's House, a symbol of the fate-given authority to rule beneath the earth, and means by which to travel the entirety of all that dark domain.
Could never get that blasted thing to work for me.
Zagreus? What is the matter, child? I sense your distress, not the specific cause.
Mother doesn't want to see me again. I mean, she asked me not to return. Thinks the risk is too great.
Oh. That is a fair enough assessment. What shall you do?
I'm going back.
Good.
Go away.
Good for Achilles.
Whatever's on your mind, believe me, it's the last thing that I want to hear right now.
What's new?
I'm waiting. Is that so? Denied and out with you. Keep it moving.
Some water-dwelling beast for you, good chef. Why, thank you.
next you. Out with it. What happened next?
How can I possibly accept such generosity, my child? Surely others whom you know are more deserving of such offerings.
Nonsense, Nix. I want you to have it. You've always cared for me. I can't ever...
Next. State your purpose. And so...
I can do better. I can't do that yet. Okay.
Who's this handsome fella? Our relationship, boyo, requires no exchange of words.
Varatha, I see you through the eyes of the Crimson Phoenix. A new aspect. Who's Guan Yu? Aegis hungers. Grant me the aspect of Zeus. Good to go.
Your shield's pretty handsome, pal. Needing that a fancy weapon there or what?
Well, time to go get killed again.
How dare you, boy! Learn well to shut that foolish mouth of yours, or I shall shut it for you.
Goodbye.